Okay, so I'm going to go over skeletal muscle again, and I'm going to go over the vitamins and minerals that the skeletal muscle needs to function optimally and correctly. So I'm going to go primarily left to right here, and most of this stuff I've covered in other videos, so please go through my station, and if you want to learn more about individual aspects, I've posted most of it already. So anyways, so we'll start with the motor neuron. The motor neuron is what causes the skeletal muscle to contract. And for the skeletal muscle to function properly, it uses the neurotransmitter acetylcholine. And now acetylcholine, the synthesis of acetylcholine requires pantothenic acid, choline, and thiamine. Now for this function, for acetylcholine to function across the skeletal muscle, it also needs sodium and then calcium, which are two minerals. Okay, so this is new. Skeletal muscle has epinephrine receptors, and now epinephrine, when epinephrine binds to an epinephrine receptor, it drives the breakdown of glycogen. Now it's glycogen which is the energy store, and when we break down glycogen for fuel, we get ATP. Now ATP, again, is the limiting factor for strength and endurance. The more ATP we have available for use, the stronger we're going to be in the gym and the longer we're going to be able to run. So to get epinephrine, we're going to start at the top of this chain here. We start with phenylalanine. Phenylalanine is an essential amino acid which gets broken down to tyrosine, which is a conditional amino acid. So we get both of these from protein. Now to convert tyrosine to dopamine, we're going to need vitamin C, vitamin B6, vitamin B3, folate, iron, zinc, magnesium, and copper, all to convert tyrosine to dopamine. And then at that point, dopamine, it can then be converted to epinephrine, and then it's the epinephrine that skeletal muscle uses to drive glycogen breakdown to give us our ATP. Okay, so tyrosine is also used to make T4, which is a thyroid hormone called thyroxine. And thyroxine uses iodine. Now thyroxine receptors are found in the mitochondria, which is an organelle in skeletal muscle as well as other muscle tissues in the body. And it's the mitochondria that gives us most of the ATP that we use for energy. Now, when we practice aerobic activity or cardiovascular exercise over time, the mitochondria can actually double in size and also can increase the concentration of mitochondria in the cell. So you can also increase the number of mitochondria, and they can also double in size. So this also allows this inner membrane here I have in blue to increase in surface area. So you can have more vitamins and minerals in the mitochondria at that point. They can accept more of the vitamins and minerals that drive ATP synthesis because you have more surface area to have the proteins line up in the inner membrane. Okay. So anyways, T4 is found in the inner membrane, which is critical to ATP synthesis, which requires iodine. Also found in the inner membrane here is iron, sulfur, CoQ10, copper, biotin, and then riboflavin or B2. These are all, in iodine here, which I already mentioned. So anything with the blue dot next to it is found in the inner membrane. So this mitochondria, again, generates most of our ATP, which is the limiting factor for strength and endurance. And again, if you practice a lot of cardio, you're going to increase the volume in the number of mitochondria in the skeletal muscle. Okay, so in closing, if you're doing a lot of strength training, like anaerobic workout, actin and myosin are the two proteins that you're going to create more of in the muscle fiber. It's the actin myosin that causes the muscle to contract. That's actually the two proteins that are sliding across each other that actually causes contraction or strength. So strength training, you're going to increase the number of actin and myosin proteins that allow you to become stronger. And obviously you get these from protein. Okay, so all the vitamins and minerals are in black, and then we have protein and we have iodine here. And it's ATP that is the limiting factor for mostly strength and endurance.